Good evening, vapers. DBX here with another juice review. My plan in the next couple of videos is hopefully I'll show you how to recoil a dripper if you don't already know how to do it. And well, that's one of the videos that I'll be planning to. I do have a rebuildable, I think it's an AGA-T, 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 or an AGA-S, I'm not entirely sure, but it's a mesh rebuild. So you'd need your wire mesh, or you'd need your mesh, you'd need your wire, whether it's the ribbon or just the wire itself. But I haven't yet gone down that route because I like the whole, you get your tank, you get your head, stick in your juice, screw the head on, screw it onto your battery or your mod, and away you go. But you never know, I could get onto it in a couple of months. I have been saying to myself that I'd never do it, but then I did get one, so I suppose I'll have to try one for science. Anyway, in this video, again, I've got my Camry K100 with the drip tip, or with the dripper. Oh, excuse me. I've got the drip tip rolling around the table there. For this video, I have with me, now it's only 11 milligram because that's what was sent out to me. That's what I got. But this does come in, I think it's 6, 11 and 18. It's definitely 11 milligram and 18 milligram. It does come in 18 milligram. It's from vaperus.ie, I believe. I could be wrong. It's possible I am wrong. Who knows? I know it is. Whoops. It's written on the side of it. So yeah. So this is vaperus.ie who do this one. Twilight. It says on it that it's PG, so I think it could be it's a PG juice. So if anybody's out there allergic to VG, this will be a juice for them because it's as far as I could tell, it's all PG. But that's just going from the side of the bottle. Contains nicotine, have to be 18 and all that kind of stuff. Propylene glycol, natural and artificial flavourings, and nicotine. So there we go. So I think that's just reading the ingredients that it will be all PG. So I've got my dripper here again today. This one now, I tried this a long time ago. This was at the vape meet. Jeez, when was that? Was that kind of January? No, that was February. I think it was February. That I tried this, and I couldn't on the day guess what it was. To me, it smells like a mixture of kind of crisp, fresh green apples, and this is probably something that only I ever got. Did you ever see those kind of yellowy apples that kind of have I don't know what kind of taste off them there? It was kind of a dry taste, but it was still very juicy. You might know what I'm talking about if you've ever tried this, or if you will ever try this. And Vaperus, Angela from Vaperus, is actually she refused to tell me what it was, and I had to guess myself. And I did actually look it up the day after, but since between then and now I have forgotten. So I will have to look this up after the video. So dripping into my drip tip again. One, two. These the smaller bottles can be harder to drip in because it's harder to kind of squeeze the bottles. But put that on my drip tip, or put that in the dripper, and stick my drip tip on, and then turn on the mod. Let's give it a shot. Bit of a gurgle. See, I'm tasting that apple, that appley taste again. It's a sharp, crisp apple taste with a bit of a kind of dryness behind it. But it's not insanely so. And you can see there's a fair amount of vapor coming off it as well, which, if you've been following all my videos, you know, I'm quite happy with all my, well, I quite like my vapor coming out. I like a lot of vapor. Yeah, I quite like the vapor. It's lovely tasting as well. There is. It's kind of an appley taste, and there's a fresh taste of it as well. I don't think it's definitely not mint anyway. It's like it's not mint or it's not menthol, but there is definitely kind of a freshness to it, kind of from mint or menthol. The only other thing I can think of that would give that kind of hit off it would be eucalyptus, but I'm not entirely sure if eucalyptus can be put into juices quite yet. But then again, I could be wrong. Now, because this is an 11 milligram, I'm not getting much of a throat hit off it because I prefer a stronger juice and an 18 to 20 milligram juices. And I'm not getting much of a throat hit off this, but I have tried this Twilight, this juice at 18 milligram, and you do get a decent throat hit off it. So, if you do like the throat hit and you want to try this out, I would. If you do like your throat hit and you want to try this out, I repeat myself all the time. I'd go for the 18 milligram myself, or if that's still not strong enough for you, you could see if they have a stronger flavor or stronger nicotine content on the website. And it does leave a nice aftertaste in your mouth as well, which I'm quite pleased about. But the only fault I have with this juice is because it's high in PG, because it seems to be all PG from the side of it, that on my hangers, if I have this for an all day vape, towards the end of the day, like I fill up my tank when I get into work, which is about 7, half 7, and by the time it comes around to about 5 o'clock, a bit of juice has come down from the bottom of it. Now that could be because I could be sucking too hard on the tank, but I think because PG is thinner than VG, like the propylene glycol is thinner than the vegetable glycerin, and mixed together they create they do leak a bit. Over time it will slowly seep down, but PG on its own will do that a lot faster. I've experienced that myself anyway. Actually check and see now, because I kind of pour a good bit into it. No, that does have a bit of dampness on it, but that's only because I was using this throughout the day. The Camry with my Pro tank, and it had it's just the bits of condensation on it. So at the moment it hasn't, which is always good. But Twilight by vaperus.ie, I would recommend this as well. Yeah, basically, what more do you want from me? So this is DBX signing off again on this video. Signing off for this video. There's no again because this is the first video of this. I've got a bit mad. But that's me. That's DBX. Happy vaping, and thanks for watching the video.